Hey guys, it's Catherine and you're watching CUKpopToday. It is Studio Saturday and instead of a reaction to a dance practice video, I will be doing my top 10 favorite choreographies of 2016. Once again, K-pop is just nothing but dance, so it was impossible to really choose which ones, which dances were really the best dances. I mean, this is all objective. This is all just my opinion. So if you have your own list, please put it in the comments down below. I'm gonna kick off with some honorable mentions because, again, too many to choose, and I just feel bad for leaving some of these out. So, go.
내 세상에 멈춰서 넌 나의 only one 너를 발견한 순간 더 찬란히 빛나는 I'll be the lucky one 너와 나 이곳에 keep on coming 같은 시간 하늘 위에 도는 데려가 내 기도 끝에 맺힌 사람이 들린다면 바로 와줘 내 꿈에서 I'll be your man 너를 놓지 않을게 넌 다시 날 그렇게 둘 순 없어 제발 내 이름을 불러줘 너 없이 살 수 없는 걸 다시 내 품에 안겨줘 Baby I know 네 거짓말 이제 네가 숨쉬는 것도 싫어 지는 것조차 손을 내밀어줘 save me save me 그 손을 내밀어줘 save me save me baby save me save me what do you think about that
So going from 10 to 1, 10 was SHINee's Prism. Now, I know that they came out with a music video really for One of One, but in my opinion, if you watch their live stage for Prism, they just kill it. And it's not one of the hardest choreographies on this list, that's why it's number 10, but it is still just a solid choreography, and I feel like whoever choreographed it really could feel the song and knew what Prism was, and the boys just execute the dance perfectly. Number 9 on this list is Red Velvet's Russian Roulette. doesn't really need any explaining. I mean, Red Velvet are just good in everything they do. I love Russian Roulette. I like the difference in their dance. It wasn't like Ice Cream Cake. It wasn't like Dum Dum. It was very hard. And if you're a dancer, if you know how your body moves in certain situations and certain moves, then you know this one is very heavily like core oriented. Like, these girls had to use their stomachs, had to use their abs for this dance, and you can see it in the dance. I appreciate this dance so much. I think it really goes with the song, which is interesting because the song is not really like just a generic kind of a K-pop song. Like, it's very unique, very interesting sounding, and doesn't sound like an easy song to choreograph a dance to. But Red Velvet, man, they did it so well, and I love this dance. Number 8 is Infinite's The Eye. Now, this list would not be complete without an Infinite song. Infinite this year, they did well. They came out with their mini album, but for me, the best thing that they did was their choreography. I love this choreography. From beginning to end, it just gets you and it hits you right in the chest. Like, they were not messing around. They never mess around, and they're so sharp. That's what gets me about Infinite. A lot of boy bands and girl groups, they can do the dance and they do it well, but no one is as sharp as Infinite. Like, they are just so in sync and together, and they impress me so much. Number 7 on this list is Astro's Breathless. Astro came out with some really good songs this year. They came out with like three mini albums in 1 year, and it was their debut year. So that alone is impressive. But then for each of their music videos, they never took a break on their choreography. And Breathless for me was my favorite one because just if you watch it and then you watch the practice video version, oh my gosh, like that was amazing. And they're up, they're down, they're hopping, they're, you know, like b-boying, like they are all over the place. And if you haven't seen it yet, you need to go watch it. Number 6 is GFriend's Rough. GFriend really earned that choreography, that Best Dance award, because this choreography, man, like, whoo, like I was kind of thinking like, okay, Red Velvet this year are probably the best, like they got it in the bag, and then GFriend came out of nowhere. They just did the damn thing, and they were like, okay, we're gonna come out with 3 bomb music videos, then a 4th one, and all of them are gonna have great choreography. And I really love Rough because it not only showcases their hard choreography, but like their skills, but it also shows that they can slow it down and make everything so pretty and effortless. Like, that is such a talent that you either have to train really hard for years and years, or you just have to have naturally. Like, there's just no way that you can just have that without like training really hard. And GFriend, they're so good, and they're able to do it just without a thought in the world. Number 5 is Monsta X's Stuck. Now, I love this song. This was my favorite song on that album. And then when they came out with that dance practice video, like, at the end of that video, they say that it's a present for Monsta X fans, and it truly is. Like, that was everything that I needed. And honestly, I feel like it showed a lot of people that weren't fans of Monsta X, like, hey, we're here, we can do this too, and we can do it better than some of your faves. So this choreography slayed. They were all going hard. That's what I love about Monsta X. It's not just like, oh, Shonu and Wonho are the dancers. It's like every single one of them are dancers. And this choreography really showcased that well. Number 4 is 17's Very Nice. Another group that can really stay in sync, stay together, which is very impressive considering how many there are. Very Nice is so good. I know they came out with Boom Boom, but Very Nice for me was my favorite. I really enjoyed watching them, and I liked sort of the Michael Jackson feel that they gave to the video and the choreography. And not only is it just the performance unit that can do this well, like all of the boys were killing it. The singing line, the rap line, like everyone was so good and so on point. And 17 always gives great choreography. Like, they never fail us, so thank you. These next 3 were probably the hardest for me to put in order. I had them in my list for sure, but I just couldn't decide which ones I wanted, you know, in what order. And so these for me are really all number 1s, but number 3 is GOT7's Hard Carry.
게임 다 정리돼 원하는 거 전부 다 갖게 돼 불타는 법을 알아 난 오늘도 할 일에 하루 carry해 Let's fly you can got this right 내일은 걱정 마 오늘은 내가 오직 널 하루 carry해 Hard carry해
This year, GOT7 came out with some good albums. I was really impressed with them. Hard Carry, their full album, I will admit, it's not my favorite album of theirs, but their choreography for the single was amazing, and you cannot you can't deny that this choreography was probably the hardest of the year. If you really watch their practice video, they're never stopped. Like, they're always moving, someone's always doing something, they're always up, they're always down. Like, it is extremely hard, and you have to give it to GOT7 for not only doing it well in the music video and their practice room, but doing it well at the Mama Awards, doing it well on live stages. Like, they did it. And you cannot take that away from them. They were amazing with this choreography, and like, it honestly gives me kind of a new respect for them, because up until now, like, If You Do was probably their hardest choreography up until Hard Carry, and before that it was pretty easy stuff that they were doing, and I wasn't really like, oh wow, you know, GOT7 is that group that can always bring you the best choreography. I was just kind of like, they're a good group and they do it well. But this choreography just really like stunned me and shook me, and it's such a shame because you don't get to really see the whole dance in the music video, but if you take the time to watch the practice video, you really see how hard it is, and it's like, it's no joke. Like, that would be such an incredible workout. Number 2 on the list is NCTU's Seventh Sense.
긴장에서 깨어난 내 7번째의 감각 내 곁에 다가와 펼쳐진 밤 조금씩 가까워지는 다른 꿈 이해가 돼 모두가 내 것처럼 다 Open your eyes 진짜를 봐 Open your eyes Open your eyes
Like, there's just nothing to say about this. I think I've said everything that I could in my reaction video to this video, and I discussed NCTU after and before they came out with this song. So like, I really have nothing else to say about this. This is just one of the best songs and choreographies of the year. I'm so just shook. Like, I'm still shook. It's 2017 now, and I'm still amazed that that happened. Like, that happened in K-pop. That is something that you would definitely see in American pop, and that would do well in American pop. And the fact that, like, it came out in K-pop, and just, oh my gosh. And not only that, but it wasn't even, like, considered their best. I feel like if NCTU had done more, they would have definitely showed us, like, they can do anything and everything. But since NCTU 127 came out, it kind of overshadowed them. But really, the Seventh Sense, that's just, that's the best. That's amazing. And number one, my favorite choreography of the year of 2016 was Vixx's Fantasy. Vixx brought us song after song after song, dance after dance after dance, album after album after album. And like, every single one of them was just, blew me away, was amazing, was so good, so realized, so fully formed. And I just can't believe that they, at the end of the year, when all the award shows were coming, they were so slept on. Like, what more do you want, people? In my opinion, Fantasy was the best one out of the three choreographies that they did. The closer was really good. Dynamite was amazing. But the Fantasy, if you watch it from beginning to end, there are so many moving parts. There are so many, like, things going on in the dance that's just so intricate. And then it goes so perfectly with the song as well. Sometimes in K-pop, the dance and the song, you know, it's like, oh, it's a really good dance and it's a really good song, but the flow and the movement isn't as good as you'd want it to be. In Fantasy, there's none of that. Like, it's perfect from beginning to end, and just everyone is so good, and they flow in and out of each other effortlessly. I think I did a reaction to Vixx's Fantasy dance practice, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm just in love. That was probably actually, too, the choreography that I watched the most this year. Like, I never missed a live stage of theirs. I never missed a dance practice of theirs. I always watched Fantasy. Like, if I was just, you know, had nothing to do, I watched Vixx's Fantasy dance practice. Like, it was just so good to me, and I can't believe that, like, other people didn't appreciate it as much. So, and that's my top 10 list for choreographies of 2016. In the comments below, again, if you have a different list, please tell me in the comments below what your list was and why. And thanks for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe, follow me on Tumblr and Twitter. Those are down below. And thanks for watching CUKpopToday, and have a good day.